Hey, this is Parker. Today we're going to be showing a legendary dragon box.
Christ, another guest star.
Yeah, looks like one of those again. Are you ready to get into this?
Alright, let's do this.
Alright.
Time for a bat opening. Alright guys, Ace of Bats here. I got my boy Parker on the other side. Parker, say what's up.
How's it going?
Alright, and we are going to go ahead and crack open this Legendary Dragons deck over here. So, I'm not sure if you guys have noticed, but they seem to be doing these legendary collections every single year. This will be the third Yugi's legendary decks. Of course, it features Yugi, and it features the new Dark Magician Dragon Knight, the new Tamiya's fusion that everyone's so hyped about that'll actually make Dark Magicians low-key kind of competitive. We also, if you want to check out the rest of the box, have a feature. Yuya's getting in on the action. He's got a brand new Odd Eyes for us over here. And Konami even kicked us a little bit of Zane for some reason, so I guess that's a thing. But he's got a new Cyber Dragon, and we got all these lit reprints over here, including Cyber Dragon Infinity, XYZ Rebellion Dragon, and Apprentice Illusion Magician over here. So this is probably the best bang for your buck that we've gotten in a while. Shoutouts to Michelle over at Colorado Coins, Cards, and Comics for getting us the hookup on the box. And you know what? Without further ado, time for a bat opening. Alright, so let's go ahead and slide this bad boy open over here. And oh wow, look at that. 3 playable decks fresh out the kitchen. I dig it. Alright, well, let's see what we got here. Alright, Parker, you ready for this, bro?
Oh, I think I'm ready.
Alright, let's do this. So I think the big thing I'm really hyped about is how accessible all the Dark Magician cards are going to be now. Yeah. Especially Apprentice Illusion. You know, that thing was like $100.
Oh, wow.
I'm not even kidding. I'll show you the effect. So it kind of makes it worth it, but... Alright, so we start off with Dark Magician, the Dragon Knight. This one's the new boss monster here. You fuse it with Eye of Tamiya's, or I guess any regular dragon if you want to play Polymerization, but...
Yeah.
I'd fuse it with Tamiya's. And it protects all of your spell and trap cards from being destroyed. And your Eternal Soul treats it like, or it treats itself like Dark Magician on the field and in the graveyard, so you can res it with your Eternal Soul. Apprentice Illusion Magician, which is kind of the linchpin of the deck over here. It's the new version of Dark Magician Girl. Looks a lot more like Mana from the TV show. And what it does is it kind of acts as a pseudo, sort of honest Kalute sort of deal there during battle. And you can special summon it off of a discard.
Nice.
Not a once per turn sort of thing either, so just saying. A Dark Magical Circle, so this one lets you kind of shuffle through your deck, pick out a Dark Magician card off the top, and then resort your hands at the top of the deck too, which is pretty nice. Eternal Soul keeps you resurrecting magicians back to back. And of course, Magician's Navigation lets you pull a magician out of your hand and then another one out of your hat, or I guess out of your deck. So good stuff. Of course, it comes with the Dark Magician Girl, Magician's Robe, which is one of the new ones. This one actually is one of the lesser used cards because Rod it's just better. It's more optimal, but it's got its utilities. Magician's Rod, which is kind of another one of the crux cards. This one lets you pull out any Dark Magician card except for Eye of Tamiya's out of your deck. So, and then you got the skilled Dark Magicians if you want to go old school, and then you got the 3 legendary knights. Since this one actually includes all of the Atlantis dragons too. Breaker, of course, because it's a Yugi card, Magical Exemplar, Big Shield Gardna, and Absolute Crusader, which actually also makes sense because there's a card in here that really works off of using warriors. Let's see, Magical Curtain, the new Illusion Magic card, which is basically Melody of Awakening Dragon, but for magicians. Dark Magic Expand, Inheritance, which lets you snatch another Dark Magician card just by ditching 2 spell cards in your graveyard.
Nice.
Yeah, Thousand Knives spot removal, Dark Magic Harpy's Feather Duster, and the Eye of Tamiya's, of course. You get a Fang of Critias and a Claw Heramos, so you get something for your Yugi deck, something for your Kaiba deck, something for your Joey deck, and Legend of Heart if you ever want to summon all those knights. And Swords, because it's Yugi, Pot of Duality, Reinforcement of the Army, because we got warriors in there, and most importantly, Dark Renewal. This one's kind of neat. It's halfway between a Solemn and a Torrential. So what you do is if you got a monster on your side of the field, your opponent summons a monster, you send both of them to the graveyard, and then you special add a Dark Magician or I guess a D-Mock or just whatever Dark type Magician monster. Crush Guard, Mirror Force, Tyrone Ring, all the traps that go with the fusions. Extra deck, you of course got Dark Paladin, the classic fusion card. Amulet Dragon, which is basically the Dark Magician version of Blue Eyes. Magician Girl Dragon Knight, in case you need to spot remove. Doom Virus Dragon, very, very important there. Tyrant Burst. Mirror Force, which will blow up anything, and if your opponent does anything at all, love it. Time Magic Hammer, the Rocket Hermos Cannon, Goddess Bow, and my favorite, the Red Eyes Black Dragon Sword. And actually, dude, because I know you're a super heavy samurai player, but you're all about the machines. Did you want to crack the Chimera Tech deck?
Yeah,
All right,
go ahead.
pass that to you.
Open it up for you. Don't know how to pronounce this one.
Oh yeah, that's the new Chimera Tech Mega Fleet Dragon.
Cyber Repair Plant.
Yeah, pretty beast right there too.
And then we got a Cyber Network.
I think this is the Rampage
Chimera
Dragon.
Tech Rampage Dragon. Pretty neat card there. Cyber Dragon Infinity. XYZ. Cyber Dragon. Cyber Dragon. I don't know how to pronounce that one.
I think it's German. It's like Zwei or something like that. That's the one language I don't speak is German.
Yeah. I speak English.
All right.
And then Cyber Dragon Gray.
Oh, it's got cores in there too.
Oh, yeah.
That was an expensive one for a while. Oh, you get 3 of them in one deck?
Yeah.
For real, for real?
We got a Proto Cyber Dragon, Cyber Valley as well. Cyber Phoenix. Looks like 2 of those. Got a Cyber Dinosaur.
Ooh, well, 10 and non... Oh, that'll break an extra link. Pretty easy, actually. Non-targeting, non-destroying removal.
Looks like we got a Armored Cyberan. Machina Fortress.
Oh,
This is a
yeah.
very good card right here. Looks like we got some Cyber Repair
Oh,
Plants.
they give you 3 of those in a deck too? That's busted.
2.
Oh, and then we got the holographic one earlier too.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, that's busted.
Cybernetic Fusion Support.
Drop half your life points, and then if you fusion summon a machine fusion monster this turn, banish monsters from your hand, field, or graveyard as the materials. And oh, okay, so you can get this gigantic Chimera Tech Dragon out of that. That's amazing.
Nice. Looks like we got 3 Evolution Bursts.
All right. Evo 2.
Yeah.
Nice.
Got a couple of Power Bonds.
Oh, and you get Overload Fusion too. That's pretty busted. And Future Fusion.
Limiter Removal.
It's an absolute must for pretty much all machine decks.
Yeah. Machina Armored Unit. Some Cyber Network. Cyber Shadow Gardna. Storming Mirror Force.
I could not believe that was real when I saw the announcement for it.
Quaking Mirror Force. That one's pretty beast one too. This one is Drowning Mirror Force. Yeah, when your opponent takes or declares a direct attack, shuffle all your opponent's cards. And then for the extra deck, it looks like we have Cyber End Dragon, Cyber Twin Dragon, Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon.
Great side deck choice against Cosmos, by the way, if you're running Cyber Dragons. I think I have that in my Dynamist.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon again.
Which is another good one.
Yeah. Cyber Dragon Nova. Looks like 2 of those. Cyber Twin Dragon. And for the last one, it looks like we got Chromatech Over Dragon.
As the Master of Pendulum, I feel as if I should probably open the Pendulum deck.
Pendulums are fun.
Yeah.
I remember when I got my first Pendulum deck.
What was your first one?
I don't even remember what was all in it.
Yeah. I mean, I know those samurais have pendulums, but Let's see.
Yeah, believe it has a few in there.
Yeah. Alright, Odd Eyes Arc Pendulum Dragon. This is a new one, their new vanilla that special summons an Odd Eyes when it explodes. So that's nice. Speaking of Odd Eyes, we got the alt art of Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon. I think that might be going into my Zark deck as a replacement. Ooh, we got the new alt art of Starving Venom, the new alt art of Clearwing, and the new alt art of Dark Rebellion Xyz Dragon. I love it. So we got all 4 of the Dimensions dragons. I'm done. Video over. I'm happy. And then we got another Odd Eyes in here, and then we got the Supreme King version of them, which is always helpful. So set that one aside. Odd Eyes Phantom Dragon, which before only came out in the Arc V issue 1 manga, like the volume 1. And a couple personas, which were, I think those were shown in Jump reprints, so those were like $40-50 a piece. It was insane. So it's actually got a pretty good effect too. Another Phantom, Mirage, that one I think was in another one of the, ironically enough, I think it was a Dragons of Legend when they were still doing the booster packs. I think it was Dragons of Legend Unleashed or something, so there's that. Light Phoenix and Unicorn, kind of a low-key power combo right there. It comes with 2 Skullcrobat Jokers, so you actually have a full battle set of Skullcrobat Jokers off the gate. Rain Goat, which is awful. Yugo Golem, which is another kind of polymerization sort of replacement card. And then we got 2 Noble Dragon Magicians there. I still have all the hollow versions from the other sets, so that's nice. A common version of Gravity Dragon, which is really cool. People always forget Odd Eyes can support all the fusion, or all the special summoning mechanics. So they have a Chaos form, a Tribute form, Fusion form, Ritual form, whole 9 yards.
Nice.
Yep, so Double Sky Iris, probably one of the most broken field spells of all time, honestly. It protects, it searches, and triggers things by destroying them, which is awesome. Let's see, Odd Eyes Fusion, because why not? And Advent, because obviously we have the Ritual. And we got a couple Spiral Flame Strikes, which is also kind of a short printed sort of special edition sort of thing, and I think a terrible booster box there.
Yeah.
Let's see, 2 Duelist Alliance, highly sought after card. This makes Pendulums just lit because it can search anything with Pendulum in its name. And then you got Pendulum Impenetrable, not my favorite thing, but if you absolutely need something to protect a Pendulum scale for a turn, it'll do the job. Pendulum Storm loads up the extra deck. It's kind of like it's like a weird, wonky sort of heavy storm sort of thing. And then Pot of Riches, just for reloading. Terraforming, because best card in the game. Searches for all broken field spells ever. Echo Oscillation, you get some advantage off of blowing stuff up. Pendulum Reborns, because, those are things. And Pendulum Switches. And then, of course, you got the new Supreme King version of Starving Venom here to go with Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon and Gatling Ghoul. Your Synchros include Meteor Burst Dragon, first time this has ever been printed as a common, and then Supreme King Clearwing, which was, I think, a rare in the sets, or the XYZ Monsters Absolute Dragon, because when this explodes, you just get another Odd Eyes for free. And then Supreme King Dragon Dark Rebellion, because I could finally put my lightning away. It's a whole set right there, honestly. I think it's a pretty dope set.
Yeah, it looked pretty good to me.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of good cards in there. Makes building these decks on a budget very accessible. $20-30 and you get the whole box over here with some pretty darn well near ready to play decks. You could actually probably make a pretty decent budget deck out of if you bought 2 or 3 of these things.
Yeah.
So you could make a really good budget deck out of pretty much any of these 3 decks, and you'd have 3 budget decks ready to play for $60, which is unprecedented, really. Yeah. So, well, I guess on that bombshell, Ace of Bats and
Parker
signing out.